Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Bubba. Today on Sunday, October 27th. Boy, Halloween's coming down the pike. Huh? Oh, well. Anyway, well, I got 15 interesting, uh, what would you say, replies yesterday. I've been getting a lot of them lately. Wow. So my videos people are starting to see them, even though it's not that very many, but people are seeing my old ones. The ones I had 800 views and stuff like that from a year ago or so. I'm surprised it's still seeing those. Anyway, to enter a question to a Mrs. Caroline uh, Rochnitsky, I believe, and a Peter Overfort, if I pronounce that right there, and a Jonathan, how do you pronounce this? Petrakowski? I hope. I'm sorry, I'm not good at pronunciations here, but hope I get a good job on those. Uh, you guys read my old videos from almost 2 years ago, I believe. Wow. And you said that you couldn't intervene to save the planet Earth, and you still didn't give a good reason. I thought I did, but well, if you want another explanation of it, I'll surely give it to you. But I thought I did back in that video. I got to go back and look at it and see if I have to expand the explanation on it or not. But here it goes. Well, like I told you before, my race had first wanted to study you guys in the year 2030, and they stayed here for 5 years. And your country wasn't around anymore. You were a bunch of little confederations and entities that wanted to be, and all kinds of stuff. It was some of them were kind of stable, some of them were disastrous. Canada was, well, the French Canada had succeeded from Canada. Yeah, Mexico was a disaster. Central America, well, they couldn't go anywhere. They couldn't go north or south. Your weather patterns had gotten so bad that your storms were getting terrible all over the planet. Um, Russia controlled Europe. NATO no longer existed, and they said, "Well, why should we save this?" And they were interviewing, looking at your history from, as they call it, the Empire of the United States, which had ceased to exist in 2024. So, part of the problem that the report said when the Mushka came to clobber you, what was left of you, because China was in no position to defend anything. I mean, it had problems of its own. Russia was declining very, very fast, too much territory. But in 2065, in July of 2065, the Mushka attacked you. I was here in May of 2065, and I took positions on the moon with a fleet of 37 ships. And my orders were not to intervene unless they told me so, too. So the Mushka were kind of confident. They knew that I couldn't intervene. I had 37 ships, and they only brought 8 to subdue you guys. They only needed one ship, really. But hey, you know, like I said, it only took 4 minutes for them to subdue whatever resistance you had. But the reason why we didn't intervene was because of the report that was put into the council in your year 2036, where they were explaining the history as they saw it from your empire of the United States. And the way they put it was, here in 2019, the report was, the United States was supposed to be helping a group of people, uh, which they misspelled, by the way. They misspelled Kurds, and they call them cards. Or it's Kurds. I'll tell them that when I get back. And you guys let them down. And a lot of them got slaughtered. Then you re-entered Syria to guard the oil fields. That's what they couldn't understand. If you're not going to defend people, but you're going to make lives or lose lives defending oil, what kind of society is that? And that's the thing that they came out with. They didn't understand you at all, okay? But this is the way you Americans operate. I understand it now because I've been here 40 years. And I'll tell them that's what the problem was. But anyway, for you guys that answered, that's why we didn't intervene to save the rest of your planet, because of that one situation there. Oh, and by the way, to give you a hint on your history, because you guys, like I said, you guys will be disintegrated. The election next year is going to be a disaster. It's going to be a problem in Great Britain, too, because in early 2021, Queen Elizabeth will pass away. I won't tell you what month, but it'll be before the 6 months of the year. And, of course, Charles will not be elected, so William will be there. But by 2027, he'll have to abdicate. Sorry, but that's the end of the British monarchy. The French, well, they'll be part of the Russians, because NATO will be subjugated by 2027. There will be no more European community. It'll be all subject to Russian control. So this is the way it'll go. This is your favorite alien, and Bubba, saying, sorry, but you guys gave me no choice. There is no hint of anything. You didn't save your country, therefore you couldn't save your planet. So this is your favorite alien and Bubba saying, I hope I answered your questions right this time. Good day.